It is the future. And that means it is time for Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone in the greatest action movie of all time, kicking off the Stallone action block. It is Demolition Man with Svipur. And I am Booster Shane on comms. How is everyone doing today? Well, thanks for joining us, and we are kicking off this awesome Stallone block right now with possibly one of his greatest movies of all time, and of course, I am talking about Demolition Man. And anyone unfamiliar with this speed run, it is going to go fast, and it is going to go hard. We will try our best to keep up, but Svipur is all pro here, and he is just making his way through the Los Angeles wastelands. Believe it or not, but this is not the future yet. This is the present day. Los Angeles is awful, and Stallone and Snipes murder a bunch of people trying to kill each other, and so they are frozen and sent to 2032, and that's only here in 9 years. How scary is that? Looks cleaner than present day. And here's the Hall of Violence. This is definitely a memorization maze. Viper has to go through and collect all these pink-robed people, hostages. I think they're pink. They might be purple. Looks like there's a little bit of red mixed with that blue, but I could be wrong. And this is very accurate. This is exactly how Stallone would run through gunfire as well. He would just, at breakneck speeds, race through and save all these hostages. I've seen him do it before, outside of movies. And it definitely has that chunky Genesis soundtrack. We are getting it all in this game. Very cool stuff. And we're going to see our first glimpse of Simon, the character played by Wesley Snipes, coming up. He will be the boss in this level. Be well. That was an intentional death there, so he could respawn closer to the boss area. And anyone who's played this game can tell you this boss is no joke. But for Svipur, not a problem. That's right, you gotta send a maniac to catch a maniac. That's why they sent Stallone. And we know he's a maniac because if you've seen the movie Cobra starring Sylvester Stallone, he uses a pair of scissors to cut cold, refrigerated, leftover pizza. And that's the maniac test. That's how we know without a doubt this guy's a maniac. And we should send him after Simon because he's also a maniac. Look at that. Nicely done. Just breezing through this. And in this stage, he's going to have to traverse the screen back and forth as he gains elevation. Anyone who's played this stage knows how trolly it can be. You can easily get knocked down a level, and then you have to, go back through. Leap of faith. Don't hesitate, or that machine will grab you and hit you and kill you.
And what a boss fight there. Svipur just making this look way too easy. This was definitely one of the tougher games during our last Sega 8 event. Or the, I guess it was the time before, Sega 8 number 2. And the top part of this train is obviously the fastest. You don't have to deal with these villains. But as you can see, there are obstacles in his way that he's trying to avoid. He's went ahead and just went down below. Those things do serious damage up top if you get hit by them. Oh, can't outrun it. And that's our first death. I told you those weren't no joke. Oh, that was a trolley placement. Oh, again, super trolley here. This is where most of the estimate goes, is this level here. Gotta wait on the laser pattern. Silly futuristic lasers that hurt you for some reason. Nice. Oh, just clipped right there at the end. Took out his ankle. It's a little bit of the heel. Master Welch, it is Booster. I am on comms. I probably should have put that on the layout, but here at SegaCrew, we are way too lazy to do anything of that sort. And Svipur through. Got another top-down shooter section here. It's got to save the hostages. Be well. And that goes for everybody out in chat as this weekend as well. Be well, everyone. Be well. Oh man, Stallone just cruising through this. He barely even touched that hostage and saved him. I don't need to touch hostages. That's my Stallone impression. I apologize for it. Oh, I'm Sylvester Stallone. Oh my god, that's so bad. Outrunning those lasers, that's impressive right there. You can see all the slowdown. We are pushing the blast processing to its limit on this stage. Just loading the screen with sprites. Enjoying the slowdown. Be well. It sounded too intelligible. Is what you're saying. Yeah, that was better. You're right. That was better. And it's funny because anyone who is unaware, Sylvester Stallone has a brother in the music industry, makes hit albums in the 70s and 80s, and he sounds like a normal guy. I mean, absolutely no accent or lisp, just he sounds like this, like right now. This is my impression of Frank Stallone. Hi, I'm Frank Stallone. Nice to meet you. I am the brother of Sylvester Stallone. So that's pretty crazy. And again, we're getting some of the Matrix bullet time slowdown. Just leaving so much on the screen here. Oh, can he dodge all these lasers? Gosh, this corner is so tricky. Oh, he missed that hostage back there. I don't think he noticed. Oh, didn't matter. And we're on everyone's favorite stage now. This thing is absolutely nuts. And he's skipping through. Yeah, trying to anyway. So you can skip through some of these sections by falling through the platforms and landing back on the wire. But if you don't get the right spot, you're going to end up hitting some ground and dying. This was a big skip section for the speedrun because this level, not only is it very long, but it's very difficult. But in the speedrun, you know, they make difficult things super easy by just skipping it. And we're past the first section. So we can see it went from day to night as it gets deeper into this. I guess this is where Dennis Leary lives, in the subterranean area. He hit the checkpoint there on that desk, so he doesn't have to go through that first half. You know, Seagull does have a music career. It's one of the reasons, like, there's a ton of reasons to hate Steven Seagal. Not only is he an asshole, but, like, he's also, like, a terrible monster that assaults women. And then, on top of that, that's almost as bad, is he owns, like, some of the greatest guitarists ever. They're guitars. Like, he's got a Jimi Hendrix guitar. He's got a Jimmy Page guitar. Like, every great guitarist, he has their guitar. And he plays in a blues band, and I bet you that son of a bitch plays those guitars. He probably busts out the Jimi Hendrix guitar that was only played by Jimi Hendrix and Steven freaking Seagal. And just sweats all over it. The asshole. Yeah, this, as you can see with this whole game, the speedrun is quite impressive because it's just so much memorization. Not only is there so much execution and luck going on right now in this run, but he needs to know exactly where to go in this labyrinth of a maze of a game. For all these levels, it's quite impressive to navigate your way through this game if you've never tried it. Heads up! God, and these voice samples. And we could see that he hooked himself into a safety harness and bungee jumped down there. Graham, that is a great question. As far as I know, Seagal never leaves his chair anymore. It's all body doubles. Yeah, this game is absolutely nuts. You know, sort of like a lot of the run and guns, we're going to see another run and gun tonight, RoboCop versus Terminator, and I would compare these two games. They're very similar in the fact that they can be maze-like, just a lot of stuff going on, but great looking graphics, a pretty banging soundtrack, and a very cool speed run. That's right, you gotta free Simon again. Get frozen, Simon. And now that Stallone has saved the world once again from Wesley Snipes, he has become the Demolition Man. And the battle is over, and that is a GG, everyone. We had I think he gave me a 20-minute estimate. I extended it to like 25, and he just did it in less than 15 minutes, 14 minutes. And that is Viper for you. Just an absolute top-notch speedrunner. And definitely go check him out. And we'll definitely listen to these banging tunes. That's right.
This video game even has a great soundtrack because everybody knows this is the greatest game of all time. And how do we know that? Because it stars Sylvester Stallone. And coming up after this Sylvester Stallone game, we have games featuring Sylvester Stallone in some of his most iconic movie roles, including Rocky Balboa. Coming up next by Ozrim, and then Master Welch bringing us Rambo, because without two M16s firing off those massive, glistening, sweaty biceps of Stallone's, it won't feel like a Stallone block. I am law.
Hey, that's all right. We can quote Judge Dredd here. That's all right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. We will be back with the Stallone block. Just give us a few minutes. Thanks once again.